In the heart of Ogoja, a small village nestled in the middle belt of Nigeria, lived a crippled shoemaker known as Baba Kure. His legs had been withered since birth, toasted like roots of the ancient iroko tree. Yet, Baba Kure was respected, even feared, because for someone so physically broken, he was never lacking. His tiny mud workshop stood by the village square, surrounded by coconut husks and leather scraps. People came from nearby towns to mend their shoes or have new ones made. Baba Kure never asked for much, just patience and a promise to always wear the slippers he handed you while he worked. Those slippers, worn-out rubber things, dirty with strange red stains. The villagers didn't ask questions. After all, their shoes always returned better than new, but none of them noticed the slow decay creeping into their lives. Strange illnesses, fading dreams, failing businesses, sudden deaths. They had no idea Baba Kure was harvesting their glory. Every night when the harmattan wind howled and the owls stopped hooting, Baba Kure would rise, not crawl, rise, on his legs, whole, strong, and straight. He would slip out of his workshop and limp run into the thick bush behind the village, past the whispering trees and the haunted well, to a lone cocoa yam tree with bark as black as coal. There he would kneel and speak in tongues older than iron. Izok peye, ahbele tondu, Izok peye, ahbele tondu. A door would slice into reality, its edges glowing green like fireflies in palm wine. Behind it lay a tu idim, the world of shadows. There, the spirits of those whose glory he had siphoned hovered, glowing, twitching, confused, like moths caught in a bottle. In the center of this realm stood Eze Ajo, the horned master of the coven, with a face like carved yam and eyes like burning charcoal. With a gnarled finger, Eze Ajo would select the worthy souls, those with strength, talent, and unfulfilled destiny. They would be drained, sacrificed, or stored for use in dark rituals. Out of over 20 spirits, only 3 were deemed worthy. One of them, a young teacher named Chinedu, who had brought his Sunday shoes to be repaired, glowed with a light so blinding that the spirits of the coven flinched. Eze Ajo spoke his name, Chinedu, and the moment the syllables echoed through the chamber, the air tore open with a sound like thunder. A massive explosion of light burst from Chinedu's spirit, shattering the walls of Tu Idim. Screams erupted. The ground cracked. Baba Kure was flung backward, blood pouring from his ears. Chinedu's soul had carried something forbidden, a divine spark born of an ancestor who once served at the shrine of Amadioha. His glory was not meant to be touched. The next morning, the villagers found Baba Kure in the bush, legs twisted again, mouth sealed shut, eyes wide with terror. His workshop burnt to ashes and the slippers scattered across the square, each one soaked in thick black tar. But strangest of all was what they found on the cocoa yam tree. 3 pairs of shoes, floating, spinning slowly. Each shoe whispered a name: Bala, Ngozi, Chinedu. Since then, no one in Ogoja repairs shoes locally. Travelers still talk of seeing a hunched man crawling in the bush at night, dragging red-stained slippers behind him, whispering ancient words under his breath. In every act of trust, be watchful. Not every giver gives in peace, and not every cripple is helpless. Thank you for watching Folk Tales by Any. Do not forget to subscribe. Until our next horror story, don't stay in the dark for too long.